Hey everyone, and welcome to 10 tips and advices every beginner must know about Warfriends. There is a timetable in the video description in case you need it, and here we go. In Warfriends, there are two types of currencies. The first one is Warbucks. Warbucks is represented by the green dollar bills, and it's easy to get. You can simply get it by playing the game. If you win, you get a lot, and if you lose, you get some. But generally, you can just go nuts with it because it's easy to get. As for gold bars are super hard to get and they're super important to the game, especially towards the end. Unfortunately, Warfriends is going to try everything in its power to make you spend gold bars, so at the end, you're going to have to get it somehow, and somehow is paying for the game. And that's the situation we're not going to want to be in. So the first thing I recommend not to do is refilling dog tags. Right now, the game offers me to refill one dog tag for 27 gold, and that's not worth it, so not worth it. So just avoid it. There's another thing, upgrading weapons. It's gonna give you the option to save 4 hours on upgrading by spending 62 gold right now. That's the offer they're giving me, and it's not worth it whatsoever. Just save the gold bars for more important stuff and you're not gonna regret it, I promise you. Also, I wouldn't recommend you to buy anything with gold as for units and weapons at the start of the game, simply because you don't know it yet, you don't know what your game style is gonna be like. So just avoid it, watch some videos, know what you're doing, and then spend gold bars. With Warbucks you can go crazy. With gold bars, you want to save them up as long as you can and get specifically what you want, especially if you're a free-to-play player. But also if you want to pay for this game, you wanna pay less, so that's also fine. Throughout this video, we're gonna talk about ways to gain gold bars, just because they're that important to the game. The first thing I would recommend the player who just started to play Warfriends and finish the tutorial is joining a squad. Squad is the easiest way to gain gold bars on a weekly basis, and it doesn't cost you anything. So how does it work? So every week there is a squad war. 100 squads are fighting for the best spot in the league. Their points are calculated by how much the players inside the squad are playing. So right now, together, my squad made 444 squad points, which places us in the first spot. And the first spot rewards us in 831 gold bars. That's going to be split between the entire squad members, depending on how much squad points they have made. So right now, I'm number 1, so I'm going to get 100 points. And Cool and Ace are going to get 50, and so on and so on. You gain more squad points, you're going to get more gold. You gain squad points by playing the game, and I will demonstrate how many squad points you get per league in the next tooltip. Another thing you can do in the squad is donate and get a donation as for war cards, but we'll get to that later. So how do you join a squad? So there are two ways joining a squad. The first one, and I think that's the easiest one, is just go here to the global chat and write down looking for a squad, and you're gonna get bombs of invitations because that's how it's like. Everyone want to be number 1, and if you're gonna play for the squad, you both are gaining. You're gaining gold bars, and they might get more gold bars by placing higher on the league. The second way is just pressing over here. There is going to be an option join a squad, and then you can press here on join a squad again. You can check locally or globally. If you speak a certain language which isn't English, you might want to find a local squad that speaks your language, and then you can chat with them and have fun with them and chill with them, and that's a nice way. Everyone got their own personal preferences, and you can take it yourself, but don't forget it. Just as soon as you get into the game, get into a squad and get them free gold bars. When you're playing ranked matches in Warfriends, you're taking part of a league. The league is calculated by medals. Every time you win a game, you're gaining medals. Every time you lose a game, you lose medals. The amount of medals is dependent on the level of the guys you're playing against. If they're higher level than you, you're gonna get more medals. If they're lower level than you, you're going to get less medals. So over here you can see I made 216 medals, and that places me on the 7th spot on my league. League takes 1 week, and you can see the timer over here. So the top 10 at the end of this week are going to be qualified, and the bottom 10 are going to get demoted. So every time you qualify a league, you're going to get more Warbucks and more squad points. And squad points, as we established last tooltip, are going to give you gold bars at the end of the squad award. So as long as you keep qualifying, you're going to get more gold bars and more Warbucks. So just make sure you know your position, and that way you can establish your economy better, improve your army, improve your weapons, and just be a better player overall. Warpath is the single-player mode for Warfriends. It is a great way to gain some gold bars, Warbucks, or just play the game when you don't feel like playing against other players. It can be accessed by pressing Next and then Warpath mode. It consists of 60 missions, and each one has a different objective. You can see the rewards you're about to get by simply clicking on one of the missions. You can see it over here. I get 3 gold bars and 628 Warbucks and some experience. As you go up, you're gonna get better rewards, like right here. I'm getting 4 gold bars, and so on and so on, and it's really worth it. Just to complete it, I would suggest it to any player. Another mode Warpath allows you to do is heroic missions, heroic daily missions. Every day you're going to get an heroic mission, and you'll be able to complete it. It's going to be here on the bottom left. Right now, mission number 43 is heroic for me. So I go over here, I press on it, and down to the bottom you can see play heroic. Play heroic consists of 2 modes. Solo mode, which is easy. You just go and play by yourself and do your best. If you can do it, great. If you can't, not too bad. As for co-op mode, you play with another friend. If you got friends playing the game, great. If you have a squad, just type down, can someone play with me? Or just send them an offer. If you don't find anyone, go to global chat. Be aware, heroic are very hard, but the rewards are worth it, and you should do them every day in order to accumulate some Warbucks and gold bars for the rest of the game. Assignments are the most efficient way of getting gold bars in Warfriends. You can access it by pressing the box over here that says assignments on the bottom. Each day you're going to get 3 assignments, and they're going to reward you with different amount of gold. Those assignments can be completed in ranked, but they can also be completed in Warpath, unless the game specifically says that it has to be on PvP, player versus player. So let's say for example you get an assignment to kill 50 grenadiers, but you're not sure if your opponent is actually going to play grenadier and that many that you can actually complete it. What you can do, you can go to Warpath and check what mission actually consists of grenadiers, guaranteed grenadiers. So let's take mission 35 for instance. We got Major Harry. We're gonna check the units right here. You can just scroll it left and right. So he plays Cobra, he plays Bazooka Trooper, he plays Machine Gunner, but he doesn't play Grenadiers. So what you want to do, you just want to click the X here and find another mission, 25. Chief Doom, do you play Grenadiers? You play a drone, Machine Gunner? Is yeah, and he plays Grenadier. And that's a guaranteed Grenadier every single game. And that way you can farm them very easily and complete the assignments. So once you completed 3 assignments each day, you're going to get a V mark. The V mark is going to be represented down here as well. So as soon as you get 7 V marks, that means every day. It doesn't have to be day by day, but 7 days that you completed 3 daily assignments, you're going to get the mega reward. The mega reward consists of a very large amount of gold. 100 to 150 is amazing and a lot. So you just need to work on it slowly, but do it. v.i.p, which is bad, but we'll get to that on future tooltips. And golden card packs. That means 10 golden war cards, which are great and just of great usage in the game itself. In Warfriends, there are war cards, and war cards are a great utility to use against other players to shift the game to your advantage. So what you see over here are buddy cards, and we'll get to that. There are also some kind of war cards, but we'll touch it later. So these are war cards, typical war cards. So let's say for example the enemy has like lots of enemy units on the field and you just want to wipe them all. So you got the airstrike to do it. And if you're low on HP, you got the medkit. And if he shoots at you too much, you can go with his arm. And so on and so on. Each and every war card has a different usage. And you should try to see what fits the situation best. That's what's nice about it. So there are three types of war cards. There are the gold ones, considered the best, silver ones afterwards, and last but not least, you got bronze. So let's say, for example, you got some bronze war cards that you're just not gonna use, like Plague or Shield Destroyer, where you feel it's not fitting what you're doing on the game style. So what you can do is go over here, go to the crafting, and you can craft three of the same quality to gain a higher war card, random war card, not to your choosing. So let's say I don't like Shield Destroyer and Shield Spawner and Sickness. I just don't like them. I can press on three of them and press craft. It's gonna take 30 minutes for bronze to craft a silver and 1 hour for 3 silvers to craft a golden war card. So you can just do it, and that's a great way to shift things off and find something that fits you best. For instance, I know on the silver war cards, everyone loves Sabotage, and Medkit is also a popular one. And you can just switch them up. If you don't like shields up like me, you can go like that and craft the golden war card. So, war cards can also be donated and get donated by the squad. So let's see it right here when it stops loading. So I can donate war cards. I just go over here and I can donate whatever I like. I can also donate myself. And donating myself as a body card, that means someone can use me as an AI. I'm not actually going to be played, but someone is just going to use my war card and it's going to play like an AI, and it could be really, really strong. It depends on the level. So right now, if I want to get a war card for someone, I just press on him, like withdraw. And I can take his body card if I feel like it, or I can take his war card. And that's just a great way to communicate with your squad. And if you need something certain, you can just go to the chat and ask for it. That's also a thing that happens. And in general, war cards are just great utility in the game that you should experiment with and try all the time. And you also get free random war cards over here for watching a video if you want. And don't use them carelessly, but use them. It can save some games, and it saved a lot of games for me. In Warfriends, you can gain rewards in exchange of watching some ads. As you see over here, there is a golden suitcase. If you press it, a commercial is going to be played for 15 to 30 seconds. And you can gain some gold bars, warbucks, v.i.p, and more. The more important feature, in my opinion, is the war cards feature over here. You can press on it, and over here in the bottom left, you have a free video for gaining a free random war card. It can be bronze, it can be silver, and it can even be gold. And you can do it a couple of times a day, and it's just a great way to refill this ammo against some other players you want to play against. Another thing Warfriends offers is a daily login in bonus. If you log in for 1 minute a day, you're gonna get this offer. For the first day, you're gonna get 1,000 warbucks, and then 5 gold bars, and so on and so on. And as long as you log in daily, the rewards are gonna be a lot higher. So as you see, the end rewards can be 25,000 warbucks or 100 gold bars, which is a lot. And just a great way to build yourself into the game and be strong at the end of it. In Warfriends, you should always be seeking to upgrading your weapons and units on a constant basis. Even if you're saving up for your dream weapon, it's just not worth it, and I'll explain why. Let's take a situation where you need to not upgrade for 20 games and in order to get your dream weapon. In those 20 games, your units are going to be lower than expected. Your weapons are going to be lower, and as a result, your win probability is going to be lower. And in those games, if you lose some, that means you're going to get less warbucks. So that could make it that you need 23 games, for example. In another situation, you can play 30 games while upgrading. Your win probability is going to be higher. You're time efficient because you're upgrading, and over the course of the game, you'll have enough warbucks. So keep upgrading every time you can. And those 30 games, you're also just gonna have more fun playing the game. So in the long run, I promise you that upgrading is the most important thing. Even if you're waiting for this weapon for so long, it's just not worth it. And trust me when I said on the long run, you're gonna have a lot of warbucks, but you're not gonna have a lot of time. So use that time to upgrade your units and weapons and make yourself a nicer atmosphere to play the game. In Warfriends, there are many types of units and weapons. There is no best weapon or unit, so you need to see what fits your game style the best. At the start, you start with a Cavalier. It's an assault rifle. You can see its stats by pressing on the eye over here. The assault rifle has accuracy of 100%, its shot damage is pretty low, and rate of fire is decent. And that's the assault rifles category. All of these weapons over here are going to be pretty much the same but stronger as the Cavalier. Over here you got the SMGs. The SMGs, as you see, they shoot really fast, but their accuracy is lower and their shot power is a little bit stronger than the assault rifles. So you need to check what fits your game style the best. Right here you have the LMG. Those are the machine guns of the game. They shoot pretty slow, their accuracy is decent, and the shot power is really high. So what I would suggest you to do is when you start a game, you start with a Cavalier, give it a try. You see that you don't really like it or you just want to try something else, try the SMG. I tried the SMGs for a while and it's been a nice experience. And right now, I'm kinda sorry I didn't go for the LMG the entire way. Everything costs Warbucks at the start, so try it out. It doesn't cost a lot, 15,000 is nothing. So just buy it and give it a try, the LMG, the SMG and the assault rifles. And then you can decide what fits your game style the best. As for special weapons, you got two choices. You got sniper rifles and shotguns. I tried them both, but I decided the sniper rifle fits my game style better. And again, you should just try. I think the shotgun cost about 10,000 Warbucks, that's nothing. And you start with a sniper, so just give it a shot. As for explosive, you start with a grenade. And the only choices you have over here are gold bars related. So it's not really worth to buy it just to try it out and maybe it doesn't fit you at all. So the boomstick is the first choice that you get to buy in Warbucks. And that's what I would suggest to anyone, to try the boomstick out. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you can just switch back to the grenade. And we're only talking about the thing that costs Warbucks. Don't spend gold bars unless you're 100% sure about it. As for handguns, I don't really appreciate them. Maybe in the future I'll change my mind, but right now I find them quite useless to my game style. As for units, when you have units that cost Warbucks, go right ahead, buy them, try them, do whatever you want, upgrade them, don't upgrade them, fill them in the actual battlefield. That's what's important. But as for gold bar units, be really careful about them because they cost a lot. For instance, the Predator right now, it costs 949 for me. That's a lot. That's 95% of my gold bars at the moment. So I'll go to YouTube, I'll check it out, I'll play against it enough times, I'll know it if it actually fits my game style before buying it. So when it comes to gold bar units, take your time, check it out. Don't be pressured into doing something that you're gonna regret at the end. And last but not least, the game sometimes offers you to try new stuff for one time. And that's great that it lets you do it, but after it lets you do it, it's also giving you a discount. So what you should do is actually before trying the weapon or unit that it gives you a tryout, you should go to YouTube, you should go to Google, check if it actually looks good, if people like it, if you like it, how it plays out, and then you can decide after the game if you want to use the discount or not, because it's a one-time deal. So it's very important to take advantage of this chance. Chilingo is probably gonna have my head taken off for that, but I really think v.i.p is terrible at the moment. I think v.i.p doesn't give you anything and benefits you enough. So that's v.i.p. That's what you get for being a v.i.p. You get loot boxes, war card slots, some war cards. Those are nice. The two main things are over here. It's the extra XP and the extra war box. So what I don't like about v.i.p is the extra XP. Gaining experience in the game is not a good thing at the moment. I mean, it's just not worth it because you get opponents by your rank. So if I'm ranked 27, I'm gonna get ranks 25 to 29, and I want to stay as low as possible because then I might get like weaker opponents. There is no point for me to rank up and rank up and rank up. It's just not worth it because I'm just gonna get stronger opponents. So the game doesn't motivate me into playing when I'm v.i.p because I'm just gonna get more experience and go higher up. And the extra warbucks sure doesn't fill the space. I mean, it's just not worth it. And that's why I think that every time you get the opportunity to be v.i.p, like right here, like on day 28, I'm gonna get 6 hours of v.i.p. I'm not gonna play them out. I am gonna claim the reward because I do want to get the war cards that I can get freely. But beside that, I'm not gonna play as v.i.p because it's just not worth it. Same goes for the mega pack reward. Just don't play v.i.p, and at some point I'm sure that you're gonna understand it's not worth the extra dog tags or the loot boxes or the war card space you're getting. So I hope Chilingo is gonna fix it. I really hope so because right now it's just not doing the trick and I have no motivation of being v.i.p and buying it whatsoever. That'll be all for now. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and be sure to comment and let me know what you think about it. If you want to support the channel, you're more than welcome to like and subscribe to this channel. You can check out my other videos, there are a lot of them. And beside that, have a great day. Peace.